Hello everyone, and today we'll be talking about negative numbers. Numbers. And what are these negative numbers? Well, if we look at a number line over here, let's just quickly sketch a number line, and this goes on forever, and same goes with this side. And let's put 0 smack dab in the middle and call this 0. And so let me just put a couple lines over here and a couple lines over here. Okay, so we know that this is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, and it just keeps going on and on and on. So these numbers, 1, 2, 3, 4, are called the counting numbers. From 0 onward, this way, are called the whole numbers. Well, today we'll be talking about an even broader term called integers. So let me explain this here. These are going to be called, this entire thing are going to be called integers. And so we're going to be looking at these integers just like these normal counting numbers. And I'll explain what I mean by that. So here, the one before that is going to be -1, or it's going to be starting off as -1, -2, -3, and -4, and just keeps on going. So it's just like the counting numbers, but it's like a mirror. It's like you put a mirror here. These are going to be the negative numbers. And these negative numbers have really cool properties, especially with addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. In this video, we'll be talking about just addition and subtraction to begin with. So let's say I have an expression, just a regular expression that we all know, 5 plus 3. Well, it says that you start at 5 and you go up 3. We all know this. This is going to be equal to 8. But the problem comes in when we say, let's go into this huge integer arena and bring in negative numbers. Well, surprisingly, you've already worked with these numbers, and I'll explain how in a bit. So let's say we have 5, except instead of plus we have -3. So now we can say this verbally as plus or +5 plus -3. So I'll write this again. +5 plus -3. So this looks really confusing, doesn't it? We are basically saying that we're adding 5 to a negative number. We're adding 5 to a negative number. And so let's say we have 5 here. Let's say we have a 5 here. And when we have 5 here, it's basically saying that we are going to subtract 3. And you've done this before a lot of times. So we go backwards 3. 1, 2, 3. So the answer, I'll just mark this as a dot here. The answer for our first problem will be 2, obviously, for both of them. And so now let's flip the signs. Let's pick a different one that you're not comfortable with. Let's have -7 plus 2. So now let's rewrite this because we have our number line in a certain format. This is the same as 2 minus 7. Okay, so now let's go over here. So now we're starting at 2, and we're going to be going to the left 7 units. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So assuming that here's also a negative 5, the answer is going to be negative 5, and that is how you work it out. So these negative numbers, subtraction is usually going to, or always going to go to the left, addition's always going to go to the right, but now we just added new numbers. Now what happens when we have two negative numbers? Let's say we have, this is going to get a bit weird, negative 1 minus 3. Oops, sorry, not consistent. Alright, so we first, like we've done, we start here at negative 1. At negative 1, and the problem says to go minus 3. Well, we go to the left 3, just like we subtract. 1, 2, 3. And so our answer will be negative 4. So I think you might have caught on with a little pattern here. This looks exactly if we were to make this positive numbers. 1 plus 3 is equal to positive 4. So that's exactly correct. In that, when we have negative numbers, like let's say negative 3 minus 4, this is basically saying you just do 3 plus 4 in your head, and then at the end we get a number, it's 7, and then you put a negative sign after it. So this is just an easier way, instead of drawing a number line, going up to the number line, negative 3, and then counting 4 steps. So the answer here, negative 3 minus 4, is negative 7. And I hope you enjoyed.